Welcome to Project 11, and in today's lesson we're going to get into some structural steel, and I want to show you just a few basic things in this lesson. I want to show you how to calculate for nominal size in your columns as well as your beams and girders. And one thing to take into calculation when we're figuring up W-shaped members is that we're looking for the nominal dimension. That's what we're calculating for. That would be like W14 by 62. Well, the W14 is what we're looking for, the nominal size. Now, the second number, if you remember, is going to be how many pounds per foot it is, and that will come from your structural engineer about what type of strength that certain beam needs to, or column needs to have. Okay, so we're going to get started, and I want you to open up your nominal dimension calculations, and that is found on Blackboard. Now, this is just an example. This is an example of how to calculate what column size you need if you're using W beams. You're going to calculate the nominal size of W beams used as girders, W beams used as intermediate beams. Then we'll get into joist girders and then joist, and we'll show you how to do all that here in this lesson. So first thing I want to do is I want to jump over here. We're going to figure out what size columns we need. Now, columns run vertically. Okay, they reach up into the sky. Now, this is what everything is attached to. Now, the way that you figure this out, if you look back on your Word document, it shows you step by step. Take the largest bay size and find the area in square feet. Well, first thing, people don't understand what is a bay. A bay is this little square. You see these grid lines? Well, this is a bay that's in between these. And you see this one has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 12 bays in it. And you find the largest one. Well, they're all symmetrical here. They're all the same size, so we're lucky. And they are all 20 foot by 20 foot. Well, we got to find the area, how much area is in this bay. And basically, all you have to do is get you a calculator and say 20 times 20 is length times width equals your area is 400. Alright, we did that. Let's go back to our next step is so you take the square feet and multiply it by how many floors are required in that bay area. Well, this is going to be 6 floors. So we need to take that into calculation. So you take 6 floors and you times it by your 400. That's 2,400. Alright, what's the next step here? Then look at the chart above for the correct nominal size. The structural engineer will provide the weight per foot. We already talked about that. So we just need to look up here and see. And an 8-inch nominal size column, W beam, will maximum floor area on the floor is 2,000 square foot. We're exceeding that. So we need to go to the next one up, which is 3,000. Okay, we're not over top of 3,000, so this one will work, which would be a 10-inch column. So if we go back here and look at this, you can already see that I've already included them in the intersections of the grid, and these are 10-inch beams, and I want to turn this and let you look at it in 3D look. Okay, so here they are. Let's go realistic with it, show it a little bit better. Here's our beams, and I want to take right now and shoot them all the way up to our 6th floor. Base level is first, and we're going all the way to our 6th level. Okay. So there's our beams reaching up, or our columns reaching up toward the sky. Now we got that figured out. Let's go in and figure out our next little number 2, calculating girders. Girders are your main support, and they're what your intermediate beams will attach to. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to calculate the girder size using W beams. First thing we need is use the formula. With the formula is depth, which is your nominal size depth of your W beam, equals span divided by 16. Well, let's go back over here and look. Well, if you remember, all this is 20 foot by 20 foot. So we're going to put our girders along the perimeter, and then we're going to space them in following the grids here. Okay, so what I want to do is we need to figure this thing out, and we're spanning 20 foot. Well, if you remember what the formula is, you just got to get your calculator, and the span was 20 foot. So our approximate depth equals span, which is 20 foot divided by 16. But first, take that 20 foot and convert it to inches. So you just multiply it by 12, 240, and then you actually divide it by 16. And it will come up with, you need a nominal size of at least 15 inches.